Hello everyone, today I will swatch with you my collection of Holbein artist colored pencils. We'll start with soft white, which is very opaque but also very crumbly. Next color is ivory. I will swatch near it the ivory white Holbein acrylic gouache color because they are very close in hue. I really love this color. I used it as a light skin tone and also as a highlight the acrylic gouache in paintings. So I think I will use this one for the same purposes. So here we can see the ivory white acrylic gouache. And yeah, they are very close to each other. My brush was a little bit dirty, so I cleaned the space here and swatched it again. It is one of my most loved colors in acrylic gouache. Next color is sand. I saw it for the first time in Chris's video, and it's very close to a color of Caran d'Ache Luminance, brown olive 10%. And to another one from the Rent Light Fast, maybe the wheat. I think the wheat. Next color is beige. Very nice color. And I swatched beside it the Holbein acrylic gouache beige, which is a bit different, a bit lighter. It's almost the same hue but a bit lighter. Next is cork, which is kind of more pinkish beige. It reminds me the beige of Turner's Japanese acrylic gouache. Very beautiful beige. Next is flesh, which reminds me the flesh tone of people from spring season styling color analysis. And beside it I swatched a light apricot, which was called flesh, I think, a while ago, and I think they changed the name, but I'm not sure. Next is June Brilliant. I do love it in pencil form and in watercolor. I don't really like it in acrylic gouache. Here I swatched it. It's too orangish and too bright for me, but still a beautiful color. Next color is shell pink. I don't have it in Holbein's watercolors, but I have it in Shinhan ones, and it's very beautiful. It's a very pinkish, muted pinkish or dusky pinkish color, and I also have it in the acrylic gouache range, so you can see it over here. Next is peach. A really nice kind of muted color, overly color. And I swatch here also the one in the pale peach in the acrylic gouache, which is a beautiful color. I really love it. Next is cherry blossom. It reminds me a bit the maybe pale pink in the acrylic gouache, but I don't have it near me. And then the ash rose, which is kind of a darker, dusty rose, vintagey rose. I also have this color in acrylic gouache, and I will swatch it now. And it's a bit more pink brown in acrylic gouache, a bit more earthy. This ash rose is close in hue to Caran d'Ache Luminance Burnt Sienna 10%. Next is the Sea Fog, which is a muted heather color, very beautiful, very soft. Next is the Cool Gray number 3. Beautiful, cool, purplish, muted gray. Then is Cool Gray number 4. Which is darker than the one before. And Cool Gray number 5, which is even darker and deeper. Beautiful grays. Next is Smoke Blue, which is close in hue to a color that I like, to the something between a darker version of Holbein acrylic gouache misty blue to lighter version of ash blue. Next is Lavender Blue, very beautiful color. It's a bit more warmer and muted in real life than on my camera. Next is Sex Blue, a very beautiful grayish blue. It's a bit more muted in real life, and it reminds me it's a bit lighter blue-gray than or gray-blue, I don't remember, in the luminance range. I will see, one moment. Gray-blue. Next is Sky Mist, a very muted greenish turquoise, a grayish turquoise. I love it a lot, it's beautiful. I'm sorry about the next 3 swatches. I didn't see that I'm out of camera, so I'm sorry. This is the Horizon Blue, a beautiful light sky blue. Next is Ice Green, which is a color that I love in acrylic gouache, and I will swatch the acrylic gouache Ice Green also beside it. It's a beautiful aqua color. Next will be Surf Green, a muted green. It's close more to the muted side, to the cooler side, and a beautiful color. And it's more like a lighter version of Turner's, maybe not Turner's, Holbein's acrylic gouache ash green, but a very light version of it. And you can see the ash green near it now. Next is mint green. It's a nice mid-tone light green, and it's a bit different than the acrylic gouache mint green. I will swatch it beside it. Next is Misty Green, which is less muted than the Misty Green acrylic gouache. We'll see it in a minute, but it's very beautiful. The Misty Green acrylic gouache is more grayish and is lighter than this one, is paler than this one. As we can see here, it's more grayish. Next color will be Opal Green, which is more like a yellowish green, but very light and muted one. Very beautiful color. I love it. It looks on my camera less muted, but it is more muted than it looks. Next is Willow Green. It's a grayish, yellowish, light green. Very beautiful. The color I swatch now is Mustard. I also have it in acrylic gouache. I will swatch it in a minute. It looks like a green gold or something like that. And you can see the acrylic gouache is more yellowish. I think it's closer more to olive in the acrylic gouache range. Next color will be Cocoa or Cocoa, a beautiful brown. Now we'll swatch Brick, which is a reddish brown. And this one I really love. And cinnamon, which is a softer reddish brown. And yeah, I really love these colors. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful time and happy painting. I will show you all of the colors now together. So thank you for watching and enjoy. Bye.